Hello Sugar Geek, welcome. My name is Christophe Ruhl. I'm here with Liz Marek. Today we are going to show you how to make a beautiful apple turnover. We are going to go over an easy way to make the puff pastry dough, which we call rough puff. Then we're going to show you how to make a beautiful apple filling using apple gala with some honey, vanilla bean, and some nice different techniques to do the finishing of the apple turnover. So we are using high gluten flour to give more structure to the dough. Then we're going to add the salt or cold water and melted butter, and then mix, mix, mix. So just mix all the ingredients until they are combined together and add diced butter. It is cold butter. So it's important when you do that part to don't overmix the dough. You want to see pieces of butter all around the dough, and that's what's going to create the layer and the crunchy part of the puff pastry dough. So mix, mix, mix. We're going to stop here. And then we're going to finish the dough by hand on a table using a bowl scraper. And now we are mixing our dough. And you can see clearly that you can see piece of butter across the dough.
Kind of like making pie dough.
Correct.
With the big chunks of butter in
That's
there.
exactly really similar. All right. Make a piece of rectangle, piece of wrap, put it in a cooler for a couple hours. Well, during this time, we're going to do our apple filling. So we are using apple gala. Apple gala, in my opinion, are really great to use on a baking because the apple keeps its shape. When you want to cut the cubes, you want to have the cubes not getting too mushy, but keep their shape. And also, they are not as acidic as apple Granny Smith.
Yes, a little bit sweeter.
You could absolutely use the different kind of apple depending on your liking. We're going to caramelize our honey and sugar mixed with the vanilla, and then we caramelize all those ingredients together until you get a nice light blonde coloration. Then you deglaze with your butter, you add your apples, and you cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes
until
on
the
a medium
apples
heat, until the apple, or if I might say al dente, a little bit of crunchy on its side. Cool that down in the cooler, and your apple filling is ready. Let's roll the dough. We're going to fold it in what we call a book fold. We roll out the dough to 24 inches long and 8-inch large, and then you're going to fold
to the center.
one time from top to the center and from bottom to the center, and you're going to fold it once again, giving a quarter tour and repeat the operation a second time to give 2 times a book fold. And that will create enough layer into our dough to have something pretty crunchy. I would say the most challenging part of this technique, it will be to keep the nice rectangle shape the way it is, and also to roll out the dough to the same thickness. All right, our dough is chilled.
So we're rolling it out to 24 inches again, 8 inches wide, roughly.
About, yes, that's correct.
One recipe of the rough puff will make about 12 of these turnovers. This is half of the dough.
Pretty thin.
Why are we trimming?
Because I like working with something nice and rectangle. We are going to use a coloring of 4.5 inches, and we want to cut some rings here.
Look at that, nice. So can I roll this up and reuse it?
No, unfortunately, it's not going to work the same as a pie dough or sweet dough. So what I will do with the leftover, you could cut some rectangle like this. And then you can just twist them like this. That you can have this as a snack. Cinnamon sugar, butter, and you cook it into a sheet pan, and you can have a little snack with the leftover. Now that we have our discs that are cold, we want to dog them with a fork. This will help to not over-developing our dough when it's going to rise in the oven. And then in halfway, we are going to put a little bit of egg wash. The egg wash is egg and a little bit of water mixed together, and that will help the dough to stick to the other side. And now, in order to be consistent, I'm going to use a scoop.
This is a little cookie scoop. And that's all that goes in there?
That's right. All right, so now you take the half of the dough and you overlap, and you don't want to over touch your dough. The less you touch it, the more it's going to keep its shape. And with another cutter, actually, you are going to dip it into a flour a little bit so it doesn't stick to your dough.
Okay.
This one will help really to glue both of your doughs together.
So you don't get a burst open.
That's right. You're going to use the same cutter use a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick to the dough again. And cut
Oh,
your apple turnover.
straight down.
Then you remove it.
Wow.
Then we're going to take our apple turnover and put it on a sheet pan. So now we want to egg wash our apple turnover.
An egg wash gives it that nice golden shiny color.
And then I'm going to create a little decor with blade of an X-Acto knife. I don't want to cut the dough, I just want to mark the dough.
So you're just going through like maybe the very first couple of layers, not pushing hardly at all. And it's probably important to note that this is a brand new X-Acto blade, never been used on anything else, so that it's as sharp as possible.
And let's bake our apple turnover at 350 for about 30 minutes.
Or until they're golden brown.
All right, our apple turnover bake.
Wow, look at all those layers.
Now we're going to put a little bit of simple syrup on the top to make them a little bit shiny.
Holy cow, that looks amazing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
C'est très bon. So that's it, everyone. This is how you make a beautiful apple turnover.
If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ding the bell so you get a notification every time a new video comes out. Until then, we will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.